Nine of Cups coming out already. So you guys are either feeling good, feeling great, or en route. Okay, we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. So you guys are taking care of self. I do see and it's funny because when the Queen of Cups came out, I thought it was going to be the Queen of Swords, and here comes the Queen of Swords coming out, right? Came out in the reverse, right? So I do feel like I already know where this is going for the most part. A lot of you have put up some boundaries. A lot of you have cleared your space. You've removed some people from your life. You removed some situations, burdens, just things that weren't making you happy. I don't get the feeling that you guys are like overjoyed or whatever, but I do feel like there's like inner peace that you haven't felt in a long time. I just heard that song by Destiny's Child. You guys excuse me because I'm getting over the cold. What's that song? It's like one of their old songs when they were all together, the original four, and it's like, I'm doing so good. Good. So good, so good, so good. I know you hate it, but and it's like, despite it all, like I'm doing all right. And I feel like many of you are appreciative that it could be worse. You could still be in this emotional turmoil. You could still be kind of in debt to this person emotionally. And I feel like many of you aren't. You're definitely you're definitely not in your feelings, not in a way that is not beneficial to you, right? So you may be in your feelings in terms of having your guards up or just being overly protective. You might be a little cold. You might be a little distant. But in terms of like how you're really doing, you're fine. It feels justified. We've got Hope at the bottom of the deck. I haven't used these cards in a while, and I previously had them separated, but I like them mixed up. So let's see. Let's do something a little bit different. Let's take a look at the energy surrounding the collective. Those four cards fell out. I don't know why. I feel like they want to be taken. So we've got the World, the Ten of Cups. I do see that there is an ending that's happened. We have the Star in reverse and the Tower in reverse. We've got a lot of major arcana. So I'm getting this has to do with your personal relationships. This could be family, friends, things that, like relationships that are fulfilling, that are close, that are intimate, that are important to you. I do feel like there has been a transition. There has been a change in the dynamics. Something has come to an end, perhaps in a relationship. You know what we have here with the two queens here. We've had a situation where you've outgrown perhaps your community, your family tribe, the people that you once called home. I do feel like you lost faith in these people, whoever they are. You do feel disconnected. Again, I do feel like many of you have outgrown these connections. But I don't feel like you guys have moved completely on. right? There's boundaries. That's good. You're feeling better. You're feeling lighter. And that's what I was getting with like the Nine of Cups, is that it was like, usually the Nine of Cups is like, it's a person that's smug. They're overly content. It's a person that's, what's the word that I want to use? Kind of gluttonous, right? Like, you go for another piece of chicken, another taco. You know what I mean? Like, to your heart's content and more. And I wasn't getting so much of that feeling. I was getting, things are better, easier, because you still have your guard up. Being in the Queen of Swords reverse energy is not easy, okay? That's Virgo energy, that's Libra energy. It's not for the faint of heart, right? So I think it says third deacon. So third deacon from Virgo would be Taurus. And that's, being bullish, basically, being very stubborn, being in that Taurian energy. And that takes energy, that takes muscle, emotional muscle. And so you can't be completely fulfilled and overjoyed and all that when you have to have your guards up, So I'm getting either someone in your situation has not let you go, or the situation itself, either you're still living with this person, or, you still haven't cut off your mom, or whatever it is. It's someone really close to you. It could be an Aquarius. We've got Aquarius, we've got Gemini, Cancer, Virgo, Libra. I'm not a big fan of like really calling out signs unless I really feel a heavy elemental energy, and I'm not really getting that here. And perhaps it's different for many of you, but I do feel like you're still in a situation, and it's only a matter of time before it collapses. The ending is definitely here. Let me take a look. I mean, we've got some big numbers here. Just take a look at it from a numerology perspective. We got 16 and 17 is what, 33? Yeah. 33 and 21 is 54. 54 and 10 is 64, which is 10, right? So endings on endings. What else do we have? We say 10 and then 9, 19 is 10, right? Endings and beginnings. So again, there's a relationship here that's coming to an end. You have disconnected emotionally from this situation. You've lost faith in this partnership, in this dynamic, in this connection. You've got your guard up. It's only a matter of time. I do feel like it's weird because I'm getting like a rite of passage thing. Like, I'm not even getting so much that it's bittersweet. That's been coming out in the readings before, that it's kind of bittersweet. It's something you didn't want to do. But maybe there's like this new elevated, and maybe that's because we are in, Sagittarius season, this elevated view of the relationship and the dynamic. Perhaps you are now seeing it as like, this is not just this person that I was in a relationship with. This was a vessel. This was someone who was instrumental in what I was supposed to learn from and grow from at this stage in my life, right? You no longer see them. And this is not, you guys, excuse me, like my voice. Hold on. I made me a little drink. Sorry. Hopefully you guys didn't hear my gulp. Oh, it's so good. Oh my God. So Aperol spritz, like the little store brand Aperol. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this right now. This is like my favorite drink right now. So not like the actual Aperol, but like the mix already pre-mixed, right? Like keep it light. We like to keep it light right now. With a little bit of like champs, right? Champagne and a little bit of lemonade is like the best drink ever. Okay, let me hurry up before my voice doesn't go out. So yeah, there's definitely something here ending. It's so crazy. My voice was doing so well today, and now it's like gone. But something is ending for you, you guys, and I just feel like you guys now have an elevated understanding of it. You're no longer sitting in the pain and the emotion of it. You're looking at it from a higher perspective, which one should be. When something is coming to an end of completion, you know, it is our hope that we have understood the lesson. It is our hope that we have given as much love and support and connection that we could to that person, or that group, that dynamic, like that we've given the best parts of ourselves, you know, to that experience. And so I really do think that you have, and I think that that's why you're able to maintain some level of happiness. Look, we got no, not at this time. And that's why it just, you know, we want things to end right away. And I do feel like you're patient. I think you know that it's going to end when it's going to end. For some of you, talks about destiny, and that's what I was saying here with the higher purpose. I feel like for some of you, you have a higher perspective. So I don't know if you guys are looking at this like, that's what I'm feeling, like it's just business, right? Like, all right, well, who's going to pay for this, and how are we going to separate, you know, this bank account, or how are we going to divvy up the furniture? How are we going to close out this bank account, or am I going to see this person, if it's a family member or whatever, this final holiday, and have that conversation? It could be something like that. I do feel like you appreciate the good times that you had, and maybe you're just trying to enjoy them while it lasts. That's a side note, something about sexuality, and we do have the two queens here. Ooh, I don't know. I feel like something else wants to come through. I'm going to start a new reading on this because this is interesting. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.